What's up, fellow gamers? Welcome back to Let's Play Cyber Knight's Flashpoint. It's time for Clockwork Rescue, which is part 9 of the Daedalus Bloc storyline. We're here to infiltrate a Jupiter Group facility and hope to find Betty Schmitz, who's going to be probably in the second stage here. Cyber Knight and Hacker both required, so we're bringing a Wire Ghost here. Did do my training off camera, apologies for that, but Bubbles we gained plus crit chance in marker sites, and for Katana I took cooldown in Unlink. Otherwise, we're ready to go for the two-part mission, so we'll get right into it. I will say that my experience running this mission, in general, has been that Phase 2 has been rather difficult, largely because I do a bad job of staying quiet, and a whole bunch of guys come at me all at once. And that's going to be worse this time, because guess what's going on? Well, not only are we going to start at Sec Level 3, oh no, not quite actually, from Heat, but silencers are banned. That's going to make that a little bit harder here. Anyway, as we see a couple of guards nearby, we're going to start with an easy coordinated charge. I am tempted to not greed everything in this map. It's actually kind of late for me at night, and so I'm going to go quicker than usual on this one. I think we're safe enough as we are to just hit a bunch of delays and see where all the guards are going. Shouldn't be anything too dangerous. You're standing around. You're standing around. Still going to want to skipjack to some degree. This is going to be the big host, and so yeah, these are relatively playable. Probably going to knock down... I can get some of the foot stuff, yeah, so you, and you are the ones that are attached here. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. And then also this motion field, got it. So it shouldn't be that hard to deal with. Let's wait for the last guy to move around, and then we can do our own thing. You're walking away, which, not ideal, but it's not the end of the world. So, goal is going to be to bring her as far up as I can. Might have to do some crouching, that's okay. I would still like loot boxes when I can. I would also like to knock things down in general. I have to siphon something that is attached to this guy. So I'm going to have to siphon you. A couple more basic guards. Thankfully, this part of the map is quite docile. It's kind of nice. I'm going to go down this far. I think banking about 2 AP is pretty appropriate as far as I'm concerned with skipjack. So make sure we skipjack into the one we scanned. There's always a chance this is a 2 SCU node. Wouldn't want to get in a weird spot with that. Thankfully, it's looking pretty safe for us. Unlink. And then let's see. If you load a program, hard DC, I'm pretty sure I can dance around some of the Spectral Dagger before I Trap Keeper, block some tally that way. Have to load Sleaze. It's 1 per action, so I'm not in a rush to load Cloak here. Let me go ahead and knock down everything just to be safe. I'm not under any... Yeah, I think it's fine to knock everything down. No major concerns, I think, with that. Nice thing is I'm getting a lot of cameras here, which I'm pretty happy about. And, yeah, I don't know if I needed the other 10 AP from not ducking forward in the first place, but whatever. We got our Matrix Snoop in, which is nice. And so now the plan is go mess with stuff. I've got 10 tokens, which is probably enough to not have the dagger again, and I can simply go run around and do stuff. Did, of course, burn a fair bit of connection health, but that's fine. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to pin drop with no worries. Actually, what I could do is simply Phantom Slide to you and get what I want. That's probably correct here. Let me Phantom Slide to you and open the door. So the nice thing about Matrix Snoop is this makes this very straightforward. Cool. Still, though, while I'm here, it's basically free action points anyway. I'm just going to pin drop around to see what I get. That looks pretty safe. We still have another Q protocol charge. Pin drop again. CPU is cute. Doesn't really do much for me, though. I'm going to skip on that, probably. I'm going to go ahead and Phantom Slide onto that. I still have a charge of Q protocol, so this seems fine. Let's pin drop to something else. Kind of unfortunate there. I will Phantom Slide to this then, which will give me a download, and then I have nothing else I can really realistically use. So, got what we came for, as far as I'm concerned. Successful turn, all considered, so we can safely disconnect. I think that's fine overall. You don't have any AP, which is what I expected here. That's fine, though. Let's put you in a spot where you have line of sight on a lot of people. That's 3, which is not bad. It's not the best, but it's not terrible. I can't really greed any loot boxes here without going for something like Recoup, making it work for me. So I'm just going to run to here. I am going to nest. I'm going to hope... nobody's in marker sight's range, even though I have... Oh, no, I don't get the range upgrade until next level. So I've got to rely on the 69% to get what I want. There's always a chance it fails. If it does, I'll be very sad. Regardless, let's shoot at one that is easier to reach by other people. That way he won't stay alert the whole time. Got the crit. That's good news. It's going to make everything else a lot easier to work on now. I'm in range of you as well. Well, you got some twins nearby. Kind of cute. Alright, well, I'm just going to skull shot anything that's guaranteed to die, which includes you. Great. More action points printed. I think I keep just shooting these guards down. This makes sense to me. I think 3 AP for a kill seems reasonable enough. And then the options are basically, do I want to empty lung forward? I think the answer is yes, and we'll see where people show up. It's going to be hard to kill all the witnesses, but it is what it is. I think we just empty lung forward and it's fine and we figure it out later. I think it's reasonable enough. I don't mind that. I think it'll be fine. I would... Actually, no. Rhyme does not need to really preserve all our action points. I'm not too worried about this one. Let's yield to Remake. Have her lead. Okay, I'm not going to get in range of you at all with 5 AP left. It means I have to basically waste some. Yeah, I still want to grab the loot boxes, even though it's a little bit greedy. But we did just start power level 8 missions, so even though I said I was going to go rather quick, I'm going to slow down and greed instead. Should be okay overall. This side of the map should be relatively easy to destroy. Crit and shred helps. Downer makes this easier. Thank you, Recoup. Almost dead, but not quite. Well, last shot should kill. Plenty of tally being generated. There's steam buffing a few of my team, but not everybody. You'll get this loot box, no problem. This guy dies, we cut out a lot of the noise they're hearing. I think it is worth sending the E-rifle to guarantee it. I think this is kind of my only good use of Nest here, so I'm going to pop it for the crit chance right now. And 64 crit chance means you're likely to die. I got what I wanted. That was so much damage. That's all the AP printed for me. My Knight gets this no problem on the way forward. So I'm going to turn you around to grab this, which isn't the most beautiful option, but it's fine. Seems okay to me. Off you go. 21 turns should be pretty chill. 13 kills should also be pretty chill. Don't exactly need the gold cubes, but it's going to be fine. Sending guards to intercept. Okay. We're going to escalate this turn, by the way, and that means we're going to start with angry guards. It says to get in below sec level 3. That is not going to happen. But, you know, these are some decent boxes, and I should delay in case something goes really badly for me. It shouldn't, of course, but I don't need to be in a rush here. We're already getting sec level 3 because I chose to be loud. So Bubbles is going to go one-shot this guy, and then we'll wait for everyone else to come forward. Yeah, next guy I shoot should be able to get one shot, no problem. So I'm going to save Rapid Ready for the next thing. Go ahead, buddy. Come on up. You found a guard. Of course you did. But you're going to choose to run toward me, right? Just barely outside of vision. All according to Keikaku. Editor's note. Keikaku means plan. That's going to be an easy Rapid Ready onto you. Oh yeah, no problem at all. Thank you for the ammo. And do I have a shot at shooting this guy? Actually, yes. Ranges look honestly reasonable at that. Is there a better routing to this? No, this is about as big as it's going to get. Okay. You're in 43 meters. I can simply pop Nest again and go for the shot. There might be more guards out farther that way, but you've heard a lot of stuff, and you're going to be dying. So I'm repopping Nest for the crit chance, unless it's already... Yeah, it's not 100%. Just pop Nest for this. Ignores a little bit of recoil, and... Whew, 3,000 damage. Alright, let's go run around and grab loot. We've managed to clear the map. We're still going to escalate. It is what it is. I maybe could have burned counter Rentel pod tokens to get that lower. Too late now, of course. I don't really want to full clear that host. I can't use blueprints in almost any case anyway. So I'm simply going to split the duties up. Run the soldier for these, maybe the sniper for one. Put the wire ghost to that. Should work out reasonably well. Not bad. And then, yeah, Rhyme's going to run forward towards his box. We'll meet towards the end, and in a few turns we'll be able to do whatever. Escalation is almost certainly reinforcements. Anytime the map is empty, I feel like it never fails to trigger reinforcements. They see corpses right away. We can walk for them for a while. Keep in mind that nobody ever reported any corpses, I don't think. They only ever reported gunfire. That means if they're going to be sent by the Sec AI, they're going around here. Okay, easy enough for that. Run you toward that box. Sec level 3, yep. I don't believe there was an APU on that host, so that's fine. Not that I mind it. Put you there, put the wire goes there. Put the sniper... Maybe I shoot people with the sniper. I almost have line of sight. I don't think it's valuable. If I need to, like, rewind to get my stuff back, I will, but let's just not be spotted. Camera's down for a good amount of time. Katana gets this box no problem. I'm not really worried about what the guards might choose to do. They're not close to us. It's a big, wide open map, and we managed to alpha strike everybody. Okay, these boxes haven't been terribly useful. You found a corpse. You found more corpses. Escalation's looking pretty likely as a result. Nope, not quite. Cool. Looks like timers are running out this turn. And of course, with the corpses spotted, the guards who were not already told by the AI to do stuff are now going to go investigate corpses. So they're not going to go anywhere, really. Though we're still going to get things to time out. I'm going to try to group up for a one-turn early coordinated charge. Ooh, a level 9 revolver. See, that's why I'm doing this. That is a new weapon for me. I've never seen that before. So it's partially just seeing new gear, which I always find pretty exciting and fun. And partially, it is somewhat powerful. Doesn't take all that long. And I think it'll be interesting. So we're all kind of around here. You're a bit far away, but you will have coordinated charge because I'm going to rewind you for it. I'm also really tempted to pre-computed. So my goal is... I guess I should just delay. To be safe, let's see where these three go. Because you are moving around, and you're getting kind of closer. Not enough to matter, don't get me wrong. Yeah, and you're following that. Cool. Alright, so the plan is going to be... go somewhere like here. Which will be... and then I'm going to pre-compute and rewind you. That's going to give you plenty of tools to coordinated charge the entire team in for next turn. You're done like this. It's not a problem. That doesn't matter to me. It'll be fine. Alright. That's going to let Rhyme get here. That is inside coordinated charge range for the team to make sure we have the AP. And I'm basically am going to use pop slot here because I think I would rather have one fewer magazine than two fewer bullets. We should have no problem getting out here. So we got all the boxes. Got a little bit from the hosts, but didn't need any more than that, to be honest. We would have had to start the mission at sec level 0 in order to have succeeded on the quiet objective. It's fine. Don't want to overstay. And here we go. So, made that relatively fast by skipping everything. Past security gate, we've bought some breathing room, but keeping sec level low. That is a bug. Medium. This is, what's it called? I forget what it's called. Does not properly respect my security level. I was over sec level 3, and it said I was quiet. Oh well. We'll see how it goes. Time to hit him hard. We're off to the data lab. There is a host here, which is going to be good because that's going to allow us more skipjack fun. Something is not right. There's what looks like a surgical suite over here, and I can see the person. The experimentation platform is close. Alrighty. So there supposedly is a host somewhere. I would like to know what it's attached to. I'm not seeing it, though. Am I just blind? Or is there not actually a host here? I'm definitely not seeing one. I'm seeing security devices, but I'm not seeing anything I can skip check to. So, oh well. Sad that it means no skip check value. It is what it is. Let's go ahead and try to clear out a lot of guards. We'll start with just throwing down... No, I don't need to throw it on look ahead. We're safe regardless, I can't really shoot us. It's just spam delay. Okay, you're coming closer, which is good for me. Delay all you guys. You're standing around. You're over there. That's honestly a... I think my worst combatant is Katana. Because this guy's single target, I would rather she use her sword here. A few more guards identified. Did I really not walk in? I keep doing this. I just keep eyeballing the distance and getting it wrong. That's on me. I'm not even like... It's not even like the preview's lying. I'm just not being smart. Would need a crit to kill. Didn't get it. That's actually fine, though. So the plan is going to be... Get as much line of sight on random idiots as possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play for this kill, and then using Nest in the future to get more afterwards. If I one-tap this, right, if we get the crit, I think he gets one-tapped. And if you're going to... Actually, Wait, am I quiet? Is my footstep noise minus... Yes, okay, so this guy doesn't hear any footsteps. So I'll be spotted, but he'll be unaware. And that'll give me a decent shot at Nest giving me the kill. So we know about lots and lots of guards. Nest, myself. I think we have to revolver here. Either one is fine. I think I'm going to go for you, though. I marker sights you. Crit chance at 84%. Likely one tap. We get what we wanted. That's good. It's a lot of AP for me. That's going to allow me to empty lung somewhere where I've got line of sight on many people. No, it doesn't. That's too bad. These guys are all right there, but I can't... Without going really far, which a little bit scares me, to be honest. Okay, so I'm going to choose to preserve AP then. Ooh, yeah, you've heard gunfire. That's not enough to make you really scared. So this kill is fine. We just knocked down one more. Everybody's heard gunfire now. That's fine. You can see there's just a lot of spawns all around here. The tough thing is, yeah, just the structure of the map makes it hard to get easy line of sight on people. I really should consider going out this way to play the mission. I feel like this is actually a bit better covered. Regardless, I'm going to empty lung to here. I think it's actually kind of playable. I can... With a revolver, at least, I think it's actually pretty reasonable. And I can find decent enough shots here. I'm likely to rewind myself to get better stuff at some other point in time. But anyway, I'm going to go here and take this kill to trigger Steamroll. Triggers a one-hit kill every time, so let's not waste anything. And I figure I just want to clear out this room and then be ready to fight the next room. And be in cover and just kind of be ready to accept everyone coming in. We only made so much gunfire noise. So there's, you know, only so much to be afraid of here. But they should block a line of sight, and I should generally have open shots here. They can't run all that far or fast on their turn. Katana was definitely pretty low use. It's fine. Yeah, the fact that I cannot identify anywhere to skipjack is a little unfortunate. Doomhammer blueprint, fine. Reasonable enough stuff overall. I'm going to put you somewhere like this. I think that's reasonable. I could go a little bit farther up. That's a little bit scary for me. I think putting you here puts you a lot closer to the action, which is probably superior. I don't believe I invested in marker sights on you, so I'm not going to have any, any sick, like, accuracy bumps. But, okay, we're going to escalate. That's kind of unfortunate, actually. A lot of guards going to be sent. Some will choose to walk because if you're in gunfire enough. Body timers is the escalation. Not a huge problem. I believe we'll be okay to wait for these guys to go do stuff. I'm thinking, let's be reactive. There's a chance it goes really poorly and too many get close, but I'm for now going to take that risk. Most of us are not spottable, although Bubbles could be under some risk. I am tempted to run Bubbles back. I think Rhyme's going to be fine. I think Rumi's going to be fine. They are going to run towards wherever the gunfire was, but I think it's going to be alright. Yeah, I'm really tempted to move Bubbles over to here. Just because if they do run fast enough, and actually, it's my fault for not using look ahead here. Okay, you know what? We can let 2 walk, and then we can use pre-computed or whatever, and look ahead to figure things out. So you can wait for sure. Only ones who are actually scary are like you 3, and you're just not doing anything. So there's no threat here. Go ahead, let you all have your turn. Sick AI is sending some people. You're going towards that corpse, which makes sense. You're done. You're going towards something. You're on the way up. I kind of wish the frontliners ran up instead, but oh well. Yeah, you're standing around. You're following your checkpoint. In almost all cases, hearing gunfire twice is not enough. I believe no one heard my SMG. But they heard the revolver, and they heard the sniper rifle. Actually, no, he's investigating, so he heard 3 things. He might have heard the railgun. Whew. Hello. Who's left? You and you. But we already know you're doing nothing. Even if all you're doing is hunting. So we're going to use automatics to kill this stuff, and then... Yeah, that's not playable, obviously. I'll have to rewind him so we can empty lung back out. It looks like he has no shots at all. That's fine. We can deal with that. Gonna have Katana Security Siphon as well, by the way. You do nothing, and you're gonna hunt around that corpse. Yep. Okay. You're going towards the rifles, which is fine with me, although you're really hard to hit, which is too bad. Alright. You get spotted, that's fine. I'm gonna keep going sword for now. I think preserving the attacks is a reasonable enough choice. I should also, honestly, Elysium drops. This is the mission. This is what matters. Let's go. Okay. I'll have to make sure to not burn too many action points, because I do want to security siphon this. And just in case I'm crazy... Well, here, I'll strike twice. You're not quite dead. It's fine, though. There shouldn't be anything here. Yeah, there's no device. Okay. I'm going to stand you back in this corner. Remake is going to go dump Rewind on Bubbles. I think we'll make use of it. I think now the plan is get some good full auto value. So if I crit the guard, a whole lot takedowner. We've already triggered Steamroll, and I've already triggered Savagery as well. This is still going to be a turn of me trying to find some really good attacks, basically. I would like line of sight on at least 2 people each time. That is sadly sort of hard to get. If I go here, I get both of you. I am really exposed. And so how guaranteed am I that my initiative is going to be good? I mean, they're gonna share status, keep in mind. So unless every witness dies, right, I'm spotted and they can fight me, which is not ideal. Maybe I do have to, like, just segment it a little bit and only kill this guy, which kind of sucks, but might be the required play here. I think playing it a bit more cautious makes sense. Ooh, I kind of want Rhyme to lead this. She's way better at killing people like that. It gives me slightly better options for my knight to do whatever. I'm going to try it this way. I'm going to have Rhyme go first. Okay, I don't quite get anything too special. I was looking for, like, oh, can I duck to get the... Because if I duck, I don't enter a line of sight. And so I get to do a stealth attack. Okay, if I go here, I get line of sight on 3. I can shoot you or you or you. That seems really worthwhile. We'll go for the high initiative one, so we're going to start with you here. And I'm pretty sure I can get things to work pretty well here. Camera doesn't matter. We're going to escalate no matter what. Nest for some crit chance fun. Iron Grip for some fun as well. Oh. We tabbed in, so we got the cutscene. Okay. Well, she's attached to a machine with wires attached to her neck and a bunch of devices. That seems not ideal. It's a medical something. It's a hacked-together abomination. Page is incoming. You are showing up out of nowhere. What's going on? If I had any more heads up, I'd have cleared it with you, but I know why Betty's here. Why are you here? Because I'm the only one who can help Betty right now. I was preparing a change for my Daedalus Bloc governance contract. But I have to take a decisive vote. This facility has a TNS terminal. They won't kill her. You need to take the center lab. Take the platform for 4 turns. Sure thing. Alright, back to you. So, let's see. Turn highlights back on. Yeah, I'm going to take Crosshair Lock here. I'm going to take... I already took Iron Grip. So I'm going to shoot at you with 99% crit chance, which seems really good. Not quite a kill, but you're just about dead. So unfortunately, I don't get my stealth crit anymore. But I'm going to try to maximize AP usage. So it's unfortunate that... Yeah, I don't have... Because you're properly suspicious... I don't have stealth crit on anybody here. I have a little bit on you, I guess. Actually, no, I have full stealth crit on you. You are not suspicious enough to change your ways. So we get to full auto you here with Nest's stealth crit chance. That allows me to then, of course, pop slot as I expect to. But also use my 1 remaining AP to go here. And which kill do I want? Maybe the guard captain, actually, over this guy, because he's really easily killed. This is basically guarantees someone can get this guy in the crossfire. And this guy's harder to kill because we're going to have to stand to kill him. That is what I believe to be true. You're done. I am spotted, but only by you. If I run, you'll probably see me. That kill is pretty likely. But I think I can get it down to own... Like, I think I can get both you guys killed. So I think I can stand here and be okay. I think. I'm pretty sure I'm right about this. This guy has good initiative, so like I really need these guys, the witnesses, to die. But I'm pretty confident I can get what I want. So you're good. Bubbles has no attacks right now. I think I should... I'm going to yield to Remake so that Remake can kill the close quarters guys. I'm going to go here. Take this kill with 2 AP. 1 witness down. And then... Okay, so what we identify is the fact that this guy is actually pretty annoying to deal with. Can I yield back, actually? Because I would like to stealth crit this dude. No. Okay, I've got to run my entire turn here with the knight, then. Okay. Well, as long as I'm... Yeah, I think if I pre-compute, I still can't hit yield. So, what I need to do, then, is... Let's see. You're pretty far away, but we'll run up. We just need this guy to die, so that we can preserve our stealth actions. Also keep in mind our initiative's all really good here. But I still want to do a good job of everything. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go here and shoot this guy. It's probably not going to be a kill. But that's going to be okay, I think. I think this is fine. Big damage, that's nice. You're alert. I truly do believe we're going to be okay. I'm going to lower you by 2, just to help be a little bit safer. I don't think I need Overwatch. Okay. If I crouch you to here, you're getting stealth crit. If I can pop nest. Yeah, I'm going to pop nest, then empty lung to here, kill you, and yeah, that should be decent. So by ducking, you can't see me. It tells me I have line of sight. This is a 100% crit chance. It's not a completely guaranteed kill, because I'm not sure I crit for enough damage, but I know I can kill you eventually. Oh, wait. Oh, I don't even need nest to get... Wow, I actually have this much crit chance already without this. But I should nest for the ballistic is pure. Yes, I should. Okay. This might not quite kill. I will save my AP for now. Obviously, I'm going to crit and get recoup every time. But let's go ahead and take the shot. Yep, not quite a kill. That's fine. Second shot will kill. I'm back to hidden. Obviously, you're going to be annoying. This guy is already alert. So the plan is now to empty lung. Somewhere where I can get both of these guys. That should be pretty solid. You're dying every time, and then I can sniper rifle you. I will probably rewind again. Can I get more than 2? Where else could I go that might be exciting? Yeah, so if I go to here... I mean, if I go to there, you're almost certainly dead to the revolver, but it's actually not a hard guarantee. Okay, I just go here and it's fine. Empty lung to there. Skull shot. This always kills. There's no way you survive this. Let's go print our extra action points. That gives me this with a lot of crit chance. Gives me that every time as well. Okay, so what I could do now, if I'm going to keep using rewind to make my turns better, I could run to here and then... Well, I guess I had already identified that I didn't even need nest to get these kills. I had enough damage no matter what. At least it was, like, nearly enough. Do I want to risk you being angry with me? Because I could run here, shoot the revolver, and it's, like, really not a problem. We're always going to win on initiative everywhere else, but I really don't want to break out of hidden. Okay, I can always recast nest, so... I'm going to run for 1 AP. I'm going to crouch for the next one. This allows me to be in a pretty good spot against everything. I'll be well hidden against most people. Okay, how good is this shot? 84 to crit. Okay, I'll marker sights. Now it's going to be 99 to crit. I'm willing to risk 99, considering my crit damage is more than triple. That looks really likely to work. If it doesn't, I'm really sad. Wow. That sucks. Because now that means I don't get stealth crits for the rest of the mission. That's a really unfortunate risk. I don't know if I low rolled. I mean, I obviously could have just used nest again. Nest would have guaranteed it. And I honestly probably should have. Simple, silly mistake. But at least most of the guards are dead now. So we're doing okay. Got a lot of guards here for sure. Reinforcements is not a surprise at all. I think we want to go early here. I don't think I care if you think I'm stealthy. I'm going to go run up to this guy. You're going to see me. I don't care. You're angry about it. I'm going to marker sights for accuracy so I can land all of it. Iron Grip because I have a follow-up attack with this SMG coming. Pretty good crit, not quite a kill, although Savagery says that we're doing just fine. Take this kill and bank 2 AP seems okay to me. Alright, down you go. Alright, I'm back to hidden. I'm fine. Remake gets this kill easily. Tempted to... Let's see, can I... Yeah, I can spend 2 AP and get line of sight on you. That guy's always dead then. There's, I believe you might go back to Hunted off this. I don't completely understand the rules around turning back to Hunted. But no, yeah, okay. Just was spotted from before, sure. It's not unreasonable. So he can't stealth crit unless they're not running, I think. Like, feels like the requirements here. If I delay to 15, only you go. That seems fine to me. Remake can probably do stuff around whatever they're going to do because of that. You're fine. You're walking. But now you found a corpse, you might be running. Yep. Oh, okay. A little bit scarier than I wanted, but we should be okay. These guys are pretty far away, and only that guard moves before we do any more actions anyway. Crit but no shred kind of sucks. Let's just throw everything we can at them. Wow, really no shreds. That's quite unfortunate. Okay, well, I'm spotted and he's spotted, so as soon as someone shares status, it can get hairy. We got to be a bit careful here. Remake should be okay, though. Guard did nothing. We take those. I'm going to yield you to Bubbles. Bubbles can eventually wear this down. 50% to crit is nice. I don't see a reason not to use Nest here. The stealth crit won't matter, but it's still ballistic as pure. Didn't crit. Sucks to suck. One more shot. 50% to crit. Also, it has a high roll on damage. Didn't get that either. Alright. Am I willing to risk this guy running far enough to get alert? I think he won't. I ideally let Katana get onto the kiosk to start the mission countdown. And Rhyme should have no problem getting the skill. I'm going to delay to 1 to be a little bit safe here. Again, I believe you won't reach him. And as long as you don't, we're fine. Okay, got what I came for. You for sure die. I'll stay hidden because it gives me extra accuracy and I have some recoil this turn. Not a lot, don't get me wrong, but technically had some. Great, there's the kill I wanted. Alright, there are no more alert guards. Plenty of heard gunfire, though. Captain's run plenty far. And in fact, looks like the way he's going to walk is going to go right through that area. I think it is still correct for Katana to try to get up here. So the goal is going to be run to here, then walk behind the wall. And we can see the way you're going is across this thing. We can find ways to catch you. It'll be okay, but I want to start the countdown. Right, the sooner I start the countdown, also double escalation is good for us as well. But yeah, the sooner I start the countdown, the better things go. And then if you're there, you're going to be really hard to spot. So, 4 turns to go. Escalation. Ooh, okay. As long as they don't spot me, we're okay. Because this is still cover right there. But a little bit spicy. A little bit spicy. Divergence in an E-medic. Alrighty, well, that's 1 turn in. Do I want to rush for this? Is this going to be good? I have Iron Grip. I do not have Pop Slot back. So if this does not go well, I mean, my shred chance is very, very high. But I'm really relying on something else cleaning up afterwards. However, he's going to run right across the middle. I think it's worth the risk here, but it's not really pretty. But I think this is decent. Big crit. The shred helps a lot, actually. Because now that means this goes pretty well. It is sadly not a guaranteed kill either, which sucks. I should take the stim kit. It's an issue for the future turn. It's a yeah, if I use this like on a previous turn, this would have been decent. But this should give me the AP back. And give me move points for future plays. Did not get the kill. That sucks. I'm still 2 turns away from Pop Slot being usable. It's not ideal. I guess run you here, it's fine. It's a good enough spot to stand. We'll need Remake to do some stuff, unless Bubbles has shots. Bubbles is still spotted, so we have to kill alert guards as fast as possible. That's out of range. That is not ideal for me. The shot should be just about a guarantee. And Remake is hidden. So this is going to be... Actually, it's a guaranteed hit. I'll figure out how to spend my 1 AP afterwards. But that's 100% to hit with enough damage. It's part of why I went for it, is I knew the rest of my team still had tools. So, what do I want to spend 1 AP on? Probably getting Rhyme's stuff back. That seems pretty worthwhile. I could interference spike some people. How far am I from... Yeah, I don't believe I can do this. That won't reach. Minus 12ing you guys doesn't seem that important. I do want to find somewhere to get a reload in. It's going to take me a bit. How useful is rewinding you? It's a 1-turn save on Savagery. It's going to be a 1-turn save on all of these things. It's Crosshair Lock for free and Nest pretty much for free. I think that's worth it. You'll be very powerful next turn, and that'll be just fine. I'm going to stick toward the left here with everyone else. This is going to be our kind of position of power. Everyone should automatically duck as needed. Hidden, hidden, hidden. They're suspicious, not alert. We're fine for now. Your status will not decay for a while, unfortunately. Interestingly, that you're the one who's not angsty, so you would be stealth critable, although you would not get one shot. I don't do 1500 damage. So I'm going to have to wait here. It's fine. Again, no, don't end turn, do delays. I think you're going to be fine there. I could take another step this way. This will be even harder for them to spot. They have to look all the way in to get me. This seems okay to do. I should be invisible. Yep, we're fine for now. You did not beat us on initiative. That was actually... To be fair, that was actually a really close consideration, but it's part of why I rewinded Rhyme. She rolled well and was going to be useful. Not a good attack, of course. You're going to go investigate the corpses, but you're useless. You shouldn't fight. I don't think there's a good reason for you to do so. At the very least, I can wait. Yeah, so you're walking, so you're stealth critable. Once you find that corpse, though, you might change your tune. You didn't, though. You're actually running, though. Yep, off that way. Sure. That's going to be some full auto desired. I've got to make sure that whoever... Ooh, wow. Yeah, I'm glad I walked as far as I did. Alright, so... Remake and Rhyme both won on initiative. I think Katana going for this makes some sense. What attacks do I have? That's just only bad because of evasion. Obstructed, buffed evasion, my base hit chance isn't that good. Yeah, sure. Okay, what else do I have then? That seems pretty good. Don't have any stealth crit chance, but seems like a pretty good use of everything going on. I have 6 AP, so I really want this kill to happen. I'd love to get it this turn. Problem is, it's going to be really, really unlikely with everything else going on. I mean, I could unload bullets onto you and probably clean up with the wire ghost at the end. This allows me to count down by 1 turn. That's really valuable, actually. I am pretty confident that my soldier and... Well, my Cyber Knight doesn't have any action points. She has, like, 1 attack and that's it. One consideration here as well is burning his nitrate for the accuracy, but it's -1 attack. Is that worthwhile? You're really easy to hit, but you're not immediately pressing here. So, let's see. Do I want to... Yeah, the problem is I don't even get guaranteed glances even if I do take Niz Nitrate. The crit chance is for sure nice. Is it worth taking 1 fewer attack? Quite close to be possible to get... Actually, it's good. Oh, you know what? I should, because this will also give me more chance for recoup to hit. So I'm going to go for here is actually... I think I'd still go for this shot. I go Revolver here. That sucked. Sniper does a bit more damage. A little bit less accuracy, but it's a bit more damage, which seems worth it. Okay, it's some damage, which isn't terrible. You were spotted anyway. Nobody else can see you. We're fighting that guy no matter what. You're going to stay where you are. Ooh, okay. I want to duck so I don't get seen by these guys first. Because if I run, you spot me, and I'm not confident that it won't go badly. You're going to turn on... The problem is she's going to turn on the evasion buff. That's going to be really annoying to deal with. If I crouch to here... Yeah, you're going to evasion buff kind of no matter what here. I don't think I have a way around that one. And looks like I'm just out of AP enough that I only get 2 strikes. Which is not going to be beautiful, but it's what I've got. If I go here, I have decent line of sight blocking. We'll probably still have to navigate some stuff, but it's not the end of the world. Ooh, okay, good. I managed to just break out of the line of sight, so I'm still hidden. Right, she didn't make visual confirmation, so she didn't use her active buff here. I actually guaranteed the hit. Well, I guess I could theoretically glance here, but I got what I wanted. Down you go. You heard some footsteps. That's all that happened. So I can... Let's see. Yeah, if I run, he's going to run to these footsteps. And then maybe start hunting. If I go to here, I have a really good chance that line of sight's fully blocked and that we're okay. That seems like a decent enough use of my time. An alternative is to... No, I can't even... Yeah, I don't have line of sight with the railgun right now. And it's not worth me, like, running up to be in attack range. This is fine as it is. So, double escalation. 3 behind isn't too bad. Let's start trying to make sure we can get more than 3 kills a turn. I think we're doing okay at that, but it's definitely important that we get all the way up there. And really keep their numbers down. So, your stuff is available. Coordinated charge hits 2, which is good. Pop slot is basically a requirement. So it looks like going for these guys makes a lot of sense. I am hidden, so nest is going to work. Crosshair lock just is good. Let's iron grip because iron grip is good. And primary target going to be the E-medic. Divergent dies every time here. Good damage. Okay, suppressant is inside optimal range. I'm spotted until you die. We're gonna lose nest, that's fine. Basically, yeah, you're annoying to kill. I get plus 10 from high ground, but I'm losing 36 from optimal range. I think it is better that I run. I don't care that you're going to see and hear me. It's not a big enough deal. I'm not getting line of sight on a lot of people, unfortunately, but is what it is. Still inside optimal by a bit. I guess let's run down to here. Is it like 10 meters minimum? Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's go to like here. You're both at 10 meters. That seems fine. Full auto U looks pretty good. Hey, you're dead. It was definitely pretty good. This might kill, it might not. I can always reload afterwards and it'll be fine. 2, then reload, then 1. Okay. Likely a kill. It is. Alright, well there's 2 guards over here. They're going to be moderately difficult to hide from. Running up here makes sense to me, using this as my like base of operations. I think that makes sense. These are basic grunt guards. They're pretty easy to deal with. I'm not sure which one's going to be more threatening. That guy's probably going to run towards here, so you're probably less threatening. Marker Sight's you for accuracy. I think Katana is still allowed to wait around. That seems fine. Gotta be careful. Remake has very few action points to really use here. Bubbles doesn't have... No, Bubbles does have Nest. I'm probably going to interference like this route and let these guys run around. And it'll probably be okay. You have no attacks right now. It's okay. I'm going to go ahead and just say these reinforcements don't exist this turn. And the minus 12 factors into their next roll, as far as I can tell. Maybe minus 6 or something. And so... I'm willing to risk these guys trying to do stuff. Am I actually? I think I have to be. I think I actually have to be willing to risk this. I think they're... Okay, yeah. You're gonna see me. And so the question is... Oh my gosh, your hunt really ended there. I can't believe that. You're following corpses, and so you're very much exposed. That's good news for me. Okay, there are some decent initiative rolls. Gotta be a little bit careful. Okay, well, considering my soldier is already on location, you are safe to just go for this fight. It's going to be 1 basic attack, 1 power slice. Tells me there's 1 in range. You're angry at me. I don't really care. Basic attack will give me the focused fire buff so that I don't have to worry about recoil. And then now the extra damage means we're completely chilling. More than enough accuracy. Thank you, Elysium drops. 15 melee accuracy, kind of nice. And then... Honestly, why not run for a loot box? Because we already have this held, and she's going to start railgunning probably. Okay, nothing else is going on this turn. Nest down for... Oh, what am I... I forgot he's here. I forgot they actually still have a guard. I just forgot. My fault. I'm going to yield to Remake. She's going to be better at this kill anyway. Have to reload. These shots look pretty good overall. Right, crit is a kill. Great. And so, I don't care if the camera sees me. I figure we're going to escalate no matter what anyway. You can run towards that box. Until the end of next turn. Seems pretty doable here. I'm pretty sure by the end of next turn, I can pretty easily reach this box, and this box. And I'm going to assume it's going to work like Slag-a-Smash, where it instantly ends on the end of that turn. Escalation over there. Reinforcements are, honestly, dealt with. They're far enough away that I don't care. They're going to run like up to this laser gate, no problem, don't get me wrong. Answer, you don't get the dodge. Why are you sure you can help Betty? What do you know that you're hiding? I've seen this before. Ventago did a kidnap and brain wipe a year ago. But the TNS terminal, they're trying to lift her shares. Yeah, you can't transfer shares under duress, so they're basically sim streaming her to keep her from feeling like she's in duress. Okay, Ryan will sit here as protection. Remake can grab this box, then run towards the top spot as well. I think making these guys lose your turn... Actually, should I make... Yeah. Let's make these guys lose their turn again. Or make this group lose their turn, rather. These guys can still act, but I'm not too worried about it. They're pretty far away. Like, their pathing is worse, right? They're in a worse spot overall. Decent enough stuff here. Okay, now the knight is holding the top spot, which gives me room for someone else to run if they need to. Not really the smartest choice, all considered, but actually, like, I could have, delayed and got more info. Monocutter blueprint is pretty solid. It is one of the best shredding Plas Edge blades in the game. You make it here, no problem. Great. I get every loot box. I got it from both halves, actually, which is nice. Truck Baby is not a very good one. Uzi is my third spare now. Anyway, they're pretty far away from me. We should be fine here. Rhyme, to be safe, can just yield. See what's going on. You're over there. You're over there. Yeah, it's fine. We'll do a conventional reload. Nope, not on the SMG. We'll reload the E-rifle, but it shouldn't matter here. Cost 6 AP now because we put a better muzzle on it. And yeah, you're just doing that. Alright, this should be Paige showing up then, and the mission ending right away. Yep. They briefly showed up on the initiative tracker. Bodyguard, and Paige DeVale, I think. Well, hello everybody. Can you help her? I don't think so. She's so far gone. There's no coming back from this. They're wired in. Verifications are green. She's so many levels deep. I can transfer her shares. You can't save us, you want her shares? It's us or Ventago. We had a hand in this. We helped Byron find her. You've got to be able to help her. If she dies, it's a waste and Ventago wins. If she dies, her shares pass on to whoever she has designated. It doesn't end here. Yep. Maybe a few. But you want to give them the curse? Ventago will come for them. You're just going to steal her shares? No, step away. You're not stealing them just because they're doing it. May your heirs never suffer the same fate. Yeah, honestly, she's been so... doesn't tell us she's sending her quant in as a bomb. Actually kills her, outright. Like, she's furious. Well, at least we gave her a decent end as a peace in her death. Her heirs will get the shares. It'll be a long time before Paige reaches out with new work. We can keep ourselves busy. Will do. XP is pretty solid. Yep, we finished in 22 turns. We got some XP as well. Got the gold cubes. Got pretty good stuff for the boxes overall. I will try to remember to look at the new revolver, as I don't recognize it. And also, I believe I didn't properly equip the Berserker Blade on somebody who could use it. So that's my fault. No one else right now in this team is actually using blades, so I'm going to actually have you take off the mods and go and equip the Berserker Blade as your melee of choice, and then go back in on this stuff. 25 Shred is still the play for me. Solid 97 Shred here, and enough baseline accuracy to feel really good about it. Anyway, not the market, my inventory. Weapons, powerful and rare. We have the new long draw, so yeah. Hammer Shot is better than the Long Beach because it had another 26 pure damage. Same otherwise stuff. Oh, and also better recoil, so kind of nice upgrade there. The Long Draw is just straight up better than the Long Beach by having 10 ballistic, 5 pure, 1 shred, 2 max range. And the Hammer Shot may actually be superior. Do the direct comparison. Long Draws in blue, green and red. 10 ballistic, but minus 20 pure. Plus 1 shred, plus 2 max range. Yeah, so basically, as far as I can tell, they try to more or less programmatically do the commons. And it'd be like, if it's a common, there's just math, and it's like, you gain 1 shred or whatever per power level, you gain 10 ballistic, 5 pure, you know, gain 10 crit damage, something like that. And then rares will diverge from that a little bit. So it's like, again, we say like, yeah, the Hammer Shot is better than Long Beach because it's specifically plus some pure and specifically minus some recoil. Cool, great. Like we compare the CYK to the Long Beach. 10 ballistic, 5 pure, 1 shred. And I'm honestly very down for like programmatic commons, just like it's higher level, it's better. Congrats, you did it. Detective Special to Sure Sign, right? 15 ballistic, 1 max range, 5 arc. These are identical, by the way. That all is reasonable to me. And then you're like, oh yeah, well the reason the Raptor is special is 40 pure damage on top and minus recoil. Cool, fun stuff there. Yeah, so Truck Baby is a okay-ish melee weapon. Obviously not as good as our Doom Hammers. No big surprise there. Those are pretty much the drops we got. So Paige is angry. It'll be a while till she talks to us. That's fine. Just so you know what I'm planning on doing for the rest of this playthrough. I would like Dr. Ocular Limit Break and get level 4 weaponized ocular implants. Dr. Karos is on a power play, and so she can actually generate via Paranoid. She can generate the last power play I haven't gotten yet, which is the Free Streets Compact Armor power play. So I'm going to be trying to make that one happen when I can. Dancehall's already gotten Jupiter Dex and Root Maker program, so really she's just a very, very good target for Puppet Master every time it comes up. Otherwise, everyone else is pretty much capped out. I could upgrade this so I can like look at the shop, but we don't have any use. We can't use the shop here for work prototypes and Cascade Precision Arms. That's not terribly important. And we've already capped out Vantage Rip here on Gamma Clinic as well as Fast Splice, so he's done. We've already capped out Vertigo on Street Wetware and Project Battle Tank. We've already capped out Luther's Imported Cybernetics. Dr. Sevenfold is a cheaper version of K177 Wetware, but not terribly needed. We've already capped out utility programs from Poe. We've already capped out Ricksham Drip from Bimmer, that we could see the Fade Light Blades if we wanted to. And then Taylor Stryzik, we've also already capped out Omicron Rook and 177. So we've gotten almost every service in the game. I know they have said they expect to add power plays for weaponized ocular implants, as well as the one for the V-chip I haven't gotten, which is Paula Law. One day that'll exist, and that'll be nice. One day I might even find her V-chip, and that'll be nice. Anyway, I'm not going to play any... Well, you're not going to give me favors. Okay. There's nothing I'm really playing for right now, except that what I'm going to try to do, as we sort by hype real quick, I'm going to save scum the hype breaks on these characters to make sure I get loyalty. And I'm going to do that off recording because it's boring. Right, I'm not doing anything but playing time forward. I'll spend my tokens real quick on other class training, as I forgot to do that. So we got these capped out. Basically just playing you as a aim lock soldier. I guess I'm skipping Iron Grip. I don't know, Coordinated Charge is probably worse than putting points in Savagery. But while I guess I'm already here. Nah, let's just make Savagery better. Not sure what's quite correct, but whatever, it's fine. You've been in the trainer for a while, have points to spend as well. You are basically doing the exact same build as the other guy, except that you're taking marker sights early. Going to the sniper tree. Yeah, you still got these things all learned. So you've got maxed out Nest, you've got maxed out Quiet Kill. These are all 1-pointers, would make sense. I think we're okay with Empty Lung just being a little bit by itself. And that means, though, we're able to now get maxed out Recoup And yeah, we chose to not grab Savagery and instead got Marker Sights. The value here is I can get proactive 25 crit chance, which helps me have plus 75 for the opening with Nest. But it means I'm not using Savagery for, I mean, I guess when I get Talent Cap, which is at 26, I think. I think it's at 26. I'll get Savagery then, but just a different version of what you can do here. I kind of like this. I think this is pretty reasonable. I do really like getting the proactive crit chance to make the first Nest shot work. You do want another source of crit chance here overall. I get 1% there. It's not very good. Don't get me wrong. 4 here, right? So 1 plus 4. Yeah, that's basically what we have right there. Nothing else to say. I've got plus 5 crit chance. And if I look for like other sources of like, you know, stealth crit chance or crit chance overall, like, yeah, I could go through Death Watch and gain another 5% here. Wow, actually, these nodes are worth it just for this. If you're trying to get your first Nest crit to work, going through Death Watch for these 2 nodes is worth it to start the streak with no chance at failing. Now, obviously, the really best way to do that is, of course, learn JTAC and Strike Zone. These are the best talents in the game. And then you don't have to go for... I don't know what you would actually skip on. I guess you would just like not have to go Marker Sights, and you would probably leave Savagery on red. And you'd probably have to like wait a while on Recoup and Overwatch, because you'd probably just go JTAC Strike Zone, and then maybe you'd skip these actually. You'd skip... I don't know if you'd skip this node. You could skip this node and this node. Honestly, you could skip Fleeting as well. You could skip probably... You could skip 1, 2, 3, 4, and go... And by having 2 fewer talents, you could learn these talents. Yeah, you would not learn Marker Sights. You would skip these 2 talents as well. They'll give you the room for these 3. And you'd path this way to grab Nest and Empty Lung. I think it's worth to get Empty Lung, by the way. I would skip Hit Streak. I think Hit Streak is pretty weak. But yeah, you go Death Watch, Strike Zone, JTAC. You get 10% crit chance from this. And you would get... 2 crit chance from here, which is not great. But you get Recoup to let you print more AP to make your turns better. And that would be your 9 talents, I think, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know what I'm not counting here. Oh yeah, 9 with this thing. That would be the tree, I think. And you would skip these. That would be decent enough. Anyway, random theory crafting. But JTAC and Strike Zone are off limits for me. 20 on you means I get to grab Whisper Kill. Maybe I can get you set up. Maybe I cannot. Power Slice for fun. I don't know what's correct, actually, but whatever. I don't really care. Alright, that's class going to be done for now. Next up, we're going to save scum these limit breaks to gain loyalty up to 50 and loyalty up to 40. So to get you up to 60 as well, but you're only 2 missions away. That's not going to be too hard. And yeah, I'll try to get the other 3 Shadow Sites online. So thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Goodbye.